welcome back to the bench. Today we're going to work on a little small scale Saturday stuff. I'm building a moon buggy, and and I'm going to attempt to build a 1/24 scale moon buggy. So we have some parts here. I got some wheels and tires from Hobbypark that we might use, and I've been stocking up on parts over time. So let's see what we got. We got a chassis that we could use for this. And this is probably the one we're going to use from INJORA. And we got the tires and wheels. We got links and a transmission mount or skid plate or links mount, whatever you want to call it. We got a manual that doesn't need to be in there. Some stickers. Axle, INJORA axles. 1/24 scale. We'll take a look at those. We got a Axial receiver. I don't think we'll be using that one. And we got us Servo from INJORA. We got a skid plates from INJORA. Shocks from INJORA. Some brass weights from INJORA, and I don't know what these are. Axles from INJORA, a motor from INJORA. No, this is just a cheap Amazon motor. And the panels for our chassis. And what else we got? Hardware and windshields and stuff for the chassis. Okay, so all our parts. We also have, I also picked up a Spektrum motor and ESC, which is what I probably will use. So, yeah, we got lots of parts. And this is just the junk parts. There's the transmission, some tires and wheels. I think I got different tires and wheels in here. Yeah, I got another set of tires and wheels. Another set of tires. So we got in parts. Springs, servos, we got all kinds of stuff. Alright, so as you can see, we've been stocking up on parts. This is going to be, I think we will be building this. I have this chassis also. This is a 3D printed chassis, and it has panels and everything. So I don't know which one I'm going to use yet. I kind of like this one, but we'll see how that goes. And I do believe we will set that aside and put this one together from INJORA and see how that works. Alright, so let's get started. And this is always the fun part. Little bitty stuff. This is why we call it Small Scale Saturday, I guess. This is small scale stuff. Okay, so if you don't know, if you haven't watched my channel before, I kind of like INJORA stuff. A lot of people say it's junk, but I've never had any problems with it. So we got us a light bar and some small pieces and skid plate, battery holder, got the whole thing. So let's see what we got here. Let's see. And we have no instructions. Fun, fun, fun. Got an interior. A bunch of small parts. Teeny tiny screws. Gotta love it. Some glass pieces, plastic, clear plastic, skins. We got to paint those, and light bar. Tiny, tiny, tiny screws. They give you a little wrench. Worthless. Okay, so our motor. And of course we have a roof. So I would imagine these tiny little boogers. All these screws are the same size, which is good. I don't have to try to decide which ones I need. Let's see if these are long enough. No. All right, so let's try some of these longer ones. All right, man. Now, where do you think this goes? This is being the battery tray. I would assume goes back here, like this. So that's where we'll put it for now and see what happens. Looks like a good spot to me. Alright, so it's where the battery plate goes. Now I'm assuming this is going to fit. Anybody see what's wrong with that? Put it in upside down. Okay, so we'll take it out. Nothing like doing things twice. This is good the first time, do it a second time. What the hell? Why didn't you guys tell me I put it in upside down? What were y'all thinking? Just wanted to laugh at me. It can be a challenge when you don't have any instructions. Alright, where do you think this one goes? And which way does it go? Alright, so this interior goes in here. There's 2 screw holes in the top. There's 2 screw holes in the top of this brace. And then there's 2 bottom parts here. It looks like it goes to the shock mounts. And then these 2 pillars or posts go here. So we can put the interior in after this is put on. And I do believe the large scale, 10th scale moon buggy that I'm building, my wife has named Pumpkin, and it's kind of stuck, so we'll be calling it Pumpkin. And I'm going to call this one Miniature Pumpkin, I do believe. And I'm going to paint the skins orange, like the 1/10 scale I'm building. You can find that on my channel too. Okay, so this piece here, cross member, goes here and bolts to the chassis in 2 places and the shock tower. And I don't know if it goes to the outside or the inside of the shock tower. Have to figure that out here in a minute. All right. You have any luck?
Yes.
Miniature
Oh my gosh. That gives me a headache just looking at it.
Yeah, I know. Look at the screws.
No, I can't even see him with my cataracts.
It's
Cannot even see him.
Gonna be the mini pumpkin.
Wow, cool.
Yeah. I do believe that'll be a better fit. Yeah. Okay, so the interior goes to the bottom of this plate that's on the front. Battery. We can get the receiver. There's lots of room. Yeah, we could put something here. It's got a hood. Yeah, that's where that goes. Okay, so that's the hood. So everything's got to go back here. Alright, it's going to be interesting. Okie dokie. So, that's the way it looks. This part goes here, of course. But I don't want to put this on yet because I do believe that when it's all said and done, yeah, well, I'm going to put it together because I want to look at it. I'm going to compare it to the other one and see which one I want to use. We live in Louisiana and the temperature today was 20 degrees this morning. 2 days ago, it was 74 degrees. And by Wednesday, it'll be 74 degrees again. So we have some pretty diverse weather here right now. Okay, so this is chassis 4. This is the other chassis I have. 2 choices. And I have decided, I do believe, that I'm going to keep this one. This one here will be used for a miniature version of Orange Crush, which is my trail buggy. And this one will be used for our moon buggy. So yeah, it'll be a copy, kind of a copy of this one. It's kind of the same front end, and yeah, it's almost exactly the same as this is my 1/10 scale moon buggy. And this will be the 1/24 scale moon buggy. They kind of look the same. It's the same in the back, front. They were both made by INJORA, so it's probably a scaled down version of this to this. So yep, that's what we're going to do. This will be our mini pumpkin. Alright, so that's the chassis we're going to use. Now, let me run through the rest of the parts that we have. I have skid plates. Not so sure that, those are probably going to go on my other buggy. They're not going to go on here. The skid plates. I gotta keep all these parts together. Okay. So we're going to put these on this one. And this is, all right. Now, we have the skins for this, and one of them's missing. Oh, there it is. Alright, so the skins look pretty much the same as the ones on the other one. We'll paint them orange and put them on, and we'll have ourselves a miniature pumpkin. Alright, so ESC motor will be this Firma from Spektrum. The brushless. That ought to be good. The axles are from INJORA. We'll be using these axles. Got those axles, front and rear. Again, I'll put all these parts in them. Front and rear, that's the axles. The wheels and tires, black. Almost exactly the same as the ones for the huge moon buggy. They got the same type of setup. And transmission, typical 1/24 scale transmission. Then I have INJORA servo for steering. And we don't need this receiver because we're using a radio link. So I got either the radio link or my Fly Sky, I don't know. I have receivers for those. Let's say we use the Fly Sky receiver. So we got a Fly Sky receiver, a Fly Sky, and what else? We got our links and plate for the links and transmission. I think these are called E-Pinion. They're from Amazon. I'll put the link in the thing. And then I bought some weights, knuckles, and wheel hubs. They look like kind of like brake hubs for the to get the weight down low. This is, weighs nothing, so we gotta get the weight down low and keep it low. Okay, shocks, INJORA shocks. I use those on another build, 43 millimeters, and axles, INJORA axles. All right, and we don't need these wheels and tires. Screws for the axles, belt, and like I said, extra screws. INJORA sends you plenty of screws to do your jobs. And alrighty, so there's the chassis. Appreciate you watching, and we'll see you next Saturday. Have a good day.